Hello! Today we will be doing strange things. We will try to misuse lithium-ion cells. We will try to abuse them to the point they will either catch fire or explode. I've got a bunch of cells here. They are mainly Samsung cells. They are extremely safe cells, as long as they are used correctly. If you will misuse them, if you will make shorts, or you will put them to the pocket and then you in the same pocket you will put a bunch of keys, you might have some problems. And what sort of problems we will see today. Those cells are not charged yet. I will put them on the charger today, and the film will be recorded in few days time. I will charge as well the lithium polymer cells. This is 10 amp hour pouch. I've got few of them. Then we will try to abuse them as well. We will see how the cells behave in the unusual conditions for them, if they are shortened or they are punched through or maybe squashed or something else. I only ask you not to repeat whatever you will see in this film at home. Please do not repeat that one at home. It is dangerous, it will be irresponsible, and you might injure yourself or others. Cells are safe as long as they are used as per manufacturer instruction. Whatever I will do today, you do not have to do this, you can just watch it. And if you will like this sort of content, please subscribe to the channel and thumbs up. Then you won't miss next episode, and next episode will be more dangerous. The first cell we are putting to our destructive test is Samsung 30Q cell. The voltage at the moment is 4.1 volts. That means the cell is fully charged. I will remove the wrapping of that cell. That will allow me to have a little bit more surface area of that negative terminal of the battery, and that should make my life a little bit easier. I will try to short that battery with the nickel strip. This is 0.2 mil pure nickel strip, and as you can see, the magic smoke already, and the strip is glowing red. That means high current is flowing between the negative and positive terminal of that battery. I'm pretty sure that the battery is warming up. Unfortunately, I don't have my imaging camera. As you can see above, we did the similar test on the fake Chinese battery. That strip, which was exactly the same type, didn't even get hot. It was warm but not hot. That means the current which that battery can deliver is much than our battery we are testing today. You still can see a little bit of smoke coming out. The battery start to vent. The strip is not hot anymore. I mean, it's not red, but the current, I'm pretty sure, is still flowing there. When we will check the voltage in the minute, we will see that the battery is still live. It still can provide some sort of voltage, which we can see at the moment is 3.1 volts. The safety device which is built in the battery didn't switch it off, hasn't been triggered. But that might be because the resistance of that nickel strip is high enough to allow that battery to work. At the moment, the battery is not capable of delivering high current, but it's still live and still can provide some sort of voltage. I tried to short it again, and now the voltage dropped to 2.9 volts. And after a short time of recovering, the voltage jumped up to 3.1 volts again. The next test we will do will be with the same type of battery, but I will use different type of nickel strip. But before that, I will try to squash this battery and drive nail into it, just to see what might happen. Obviously this cell is dead, is not capable of producing high current anymore, but still is good to check what might happen if we will try to short it internally. The nail is just going through the battery and nothing is happening. We will check now the voltage, if that battery still is capable of delivering any voltage, any current. And as you can see on the multimeter, the cell is completely dead. Now we'll go to different location and we will use different type of nickel strip. As I said, that will be exactly the same type of cell, is 30Q, Samsung 30Q, and we've got a ladder, a nickel ladder there, and when you connect those terminals together you can see that glowing red dot. This is when the nickel strip has been spot welded to the positive terminal of that cell. This time we've got the temperature probe connected to the body of that cell, and as you can see on the display, temperature is rising. I'm expecting that cell to be dead very shortly, because the current which flows is the maximum current which can flow through that battery. Obviously this nickel ladder is not red anymore, because the current capability of that is much higher than a single strip. As you can see, the temperature now start to drop. We've got 71 degrees at the moment and is dropping to 70, and the cell is actually dead. The internal safety device has been triggered, and the cell is disconnected from the positive terminal. You can see that spot weld point here. This is because the current was so high that it just spot weld the nickel strip to the positive terminal. Now we will use the same type of battery, is 30Q, Samsung 30Q. It is fully charged. As you can see, that the voltage of that battery at the moment is 4.1 volt, and we'll put it to the vise, and I will try to hit it with the hammer. Please do not try to repeat this experiment at home, it is dangerous. The battery cell at the moment is in the vise. I will have to just make sure that is tight enough, and we will see what will happen. We will have some sparks or maybe something else. The battery is tight now and we are hitting it, and look at that. That was very short, very quick, and our battery actually is in the middle of the garden. This is what is inside the battery. It has been just propelled from the shell. We can see this one in slow motion as well. Unfortunately, I don't have a high-speed camera, and I can record only with 60 frames per second. But even that 60 frames per second gives you some idea how dangerous the cells can be when they are abused. Very nice flames, nice sparks, and if you will wonder where the battery is at the moment, is still in the shell, and at this point here is away, is on its way to the middle of the garden, is in this red circle there. That's our battery. What's left in the vise is just a shell, is that negative terminal of the battery, and as we can see, it has been teared off on the side. I'm not expecting you to have this sort of problems with your cells in your pocket, but you have to be aware of the fact that if you will hit it because, for example, the cell will fall off your hands on the ground, it can happen. It won't happen every time, but in the worst case scenario it will happen like that. If you like this sort of content, please subscribe to the channel, and see you next time. Bye.